We gave up 30 plus points in our last 3 games. That's unacceptable. That is not championship defense.
And they don't do it like me, like a G, I hold it down for the town I'm at. In a flash like that, recognize I'm back.
What it is, Philly, what it do, baby? Your boy Miami Duffy. I'm back up in the biddy to come holler at y'all. Damn, it's been rough the last 2 weeks, but for the most part, we still seem pretty. Still got one of the best records in the league, and we control our own destiny. If we went on out, we win the NFC East, and we got a home playoff game coming to the link. And also, if San Fran lose one of these games and we went on out, we lock up the number 1 seed. So we still got a lot to play for. We still got a lot to fight for. So I definitely feel that we're gonna make adjustments. Especially with these last 2 weeks. We got the breaks beat off us. So hopefully, like Fletch said in after the game against the Cowgirls, we got punched in the mouth twice. We got some blood hanging, but our lip drooping, boy. We got a pile of blood on the floor. So but we're gonna correct some things. Offensive side and the defensive side definitely got to make some adjustments. We definitely got to get guys in and out of the lineup. We definitely got to play more than 3 receivers. We cannot just force feed AJ and Vontae. We can't and get the ball to Goddard. No, we got to find a way to get Zacchaeus the ball, because he's a guy, he's a speedster that can definitely do what he do. And then Quez, I understand, Quez probably in the doghouse, for his play that he put on display on many different occasions. But still, he's still a burner. He's a guy that can take the top off of defense. And now you hit Smitty, you hit AJ, or you hit Zacchaeus coming across the middle, you hit Goddard as your security blanket, and then you throw the ball to Swift coming out the backfield. That's going to propel us and get us to where we need to be. And also, run the ball. Run the freaking ball. Not Smitty. Swift is a guy that deserves 15 to 20 touches because he's a guy that got to get that engine going. You got to let him warm up first. You got to let him warm up, and then the moment he warm up, he's ready to take off and he's ready to go. So Brian Johnson got to do a better job at getting these guys the ball. You don't always have to run when it hurts. You do not always have to call a QB draw. Also, get some motions in there. Send guys in motion, bring them back out so you can be able to read. So Kurtz can be able to read the defense. Not only that, is going to allow people to start thinking on the feet, become a balanced offense. That way, you're going to keep the defense honest. You're going to keep the defense honest because if I know that 9 times out of 10, if you go on a spread look, you're either going to get a corner route and a dig, or you're going to get a QB draw, or you're going to get a screen, or we cannot be predictable. We've been predictable the last couple of weeks, and it came back to bite us in the ass when we played playoff caliber teams and we played teams that can definitely close you out. So offensive side of the ball, man, we gotta make adjustments. We gotta be with a sense of urgency. So this Monday night against the Seahawks, we should definitely look like a different team. Granted, I understand it is a little bit difficult to try to implement new schemes and new this and new that when it's already been 13, 14 weeks in the league. So throughout the season, it's going to be kind of hard, but we definitely have the offense that you can be able to run different route combinations, see if the corners can switch. And what I mean by make the corners see if they can call a switch call is your Z or your X, have them run a post and have your inside guy have the slot receiver run a corner. See if they're going to be able to switch off and be able to play that. Put your speed guys in, make them go down the field. That way you can open up the middle of the field. Things of that nature. We got to find a way to run the ball. Our O-line is too goddamn great. We have 2 Hall of Famers on our O-line, and no way in hell we should not be getting no traction and getting guys blown back, so it can open up the run lanes for Swift and Gainwell and Scott. We definitely got to find a way to be able to move the ball down the field, man, and punch it in. Punch it in. When we get in the red zone, ain't no more field goals, dog. We cannot be settling for field goals because that's not that field goals, like Shannon Sharp said, field goals get you beat, especially in the playoffs. You need to score touchdowns. You definitely need to score touchdowns. And this offense, the way it's looking, how lethargic and how uncanny it looks, it don't look like it have any life to it. So we got to mix and match it. We got to throw some different things out there. We got to go with different sets. We got to go with a 21 personnel. We got to go with a 22 personnel, two backs, two tight ends. We got to throw different things out there so we could have the defense guessing. Because now the defense is sitting back and they know, oh, okay, this formation we're gonna check that this whoop, whoop, boom, 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 things of that nature. So we got to do something better, man. And then on the flip side, the defensive side of the ball, whew, ah, man, as I said in my earlier statement, we gave up 30 plus points in the last 3 games. We gave up 30, what, 34 to Buffalo. We gave up 42 to San Fran, and we gave up 33 to the Cowgirls. That's not gonna cut it, dog. That's not gonna cut it. Sean Desai, and I watched his press conference, and I left with a I left YouTube watching that press conference. I was just shaking my head because I really don't know what this man understands when it comes to calling a defense. He have to come with different looks, different personnel. You can't go out there and play press man. It's always going to be two safeties over the top, and you cannot put a safety on a slot receiver. It's not going to work. You cannot go 3rd and 4 playing off because all I got to do is just run a speed out. Boom. Now I'm making it a little bit more manageable. Even if you playing off, you playing 5 yards off, and you run the speed out, and he hit you, and you get 4th and 1, 4th and 2. Now it's a better situation for the offense because now they know, all right, now I can really make it. I can really make it just jiggy. So press when they go twins or they go trips right and leave the single receiver on the backside 1-on-1. Have them split the inside 1 yard inside and make them be physical with their hands. Because we got to, because our D line have to get there. Our D line definitely have to get there because when that was the difference from last year to this year. Last year, we had 70 plus sacks throughout the season, so that gives our D line, that give our DBs a chance to break on all type of routes. That's why we was the number 2 passing defense in the league because of our D line. This year, not Sweat, Reddick got 10 plus sacks. In the first 3 weeks, he didn't even have no sacks. So we got to generate some pressure, man. We got to get a little bit more pressure. D-line have to be able to get pressure. That's our bread and butter. That's what we pin ourselves on. And backers, our linebackers have to come to play. We got to turn the light switch on, man. We got to switch the light switch on. I don't know how you got to do it when it's been 14 weeks in a year, but some way, somehow, you got to find a way. Different personnel is what I mean when Sean decides to help your defense out. You don't always have to play Brandon Graham. I understand he's a lifelong Eagle. I love him. Great job, brother. But put Nolan Smith in there. He's not the number 30th pick in this year's draft for no reason. Switch it up. You could go Sweat and Nolan Smith as your stand-up guys, as your stand-up ends. Your interior, even if you want to go with a 52 set, a 5-2 set, you want to put Sweat and Smith on one side, and then as your stand-up ends, and then your interior, you could run Fletch and Hargrave. Excuse me, Fletch and Davis, or you could run Reddick, Fletch, and Carter. That way, you have your guys that can clog up the middle, or you can go Davis and Carter, and then have Sweat. Now you got 3 guys that can get to the quarterback in faster than a speeding bullet, and cause the quarterback to be able to pat the ball a little bit longer. That way, our DBs can be able to drive on the ball. It's that simple. It's that simple. I like that he put Ringo out there, threw him into that line of 5. I wouldn't put him into that line of 5 right then and there in that type of game. But hey, it is what it is. You live and die with it. You add Ringo into the mix. That's definitely shake things up. Slide him on inside. See how he looks playing in the slot. Even if you want to keep Bradbury out there, or even if you got to take Bradbury out and insert Joe, work with what you got. We have DBs. We have capable DBs that can make plays on the ball. Now, Sean just got to put his guys in better position. We cannot be 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 trying to play press. No, play the sticks. Play the sticks. Sit them at 6 to 7 yards off. If it's a 3rd and 8 situation, play them 6 to 7. Now the quarterback know that, all right, now I really gotta force the ball in there. Also, another thing about Sean Desai defense, we giving up too many passing yards. From Inside the hashes is where it's 7-Eleven. It's 7-Eleven in between the hashes. So we got to find a way to kill all that. Whether it's we sitting in, since we like to run mass, where we sitting in one high, or we sitting in cover three, or whatever the case may be. In between those hash marks, we have to make plays. We cannot give that up. Because I'm looking here, week 1, we gave up 306 passing yards. Week 2, we gave up 346 passing yards. Week 3, we gave up 133. We played the Bucks, Baker Mayfield. Week 2, it was Kirk Cousins. Week 1, we gave up 306 passing yards to Mac Jones. And his ass been hurting because he been just getting up, sitting back down, getting up, sitting back down. He been bench, get up, bench, get up. So his ass been hurting. So, man, I don't know what the hell going on. Week 4, we gave up 258 passing yards to Sam Howell. Week 5, 195 to, if I'm not mistaken, to Tua. Excuse me, to the Rams. Week 6, we gave 155 passing yards to the Dolphins, which, that game, it was a bit questionable because of the play calls and things of that nature. Week 7, we gave up 199. Week 8, we gave up 397. Against the Bills, we gave up what, 300 and something yards to Josh Allen. So you guys see where I'm going with this. We have to be able to eliminate those big plays in between the hashes. We cannot allow quarterbacks to throw for 300 plus yards against us, and we have to be able to tackle better. Sean Desai, switch your coverages up. This is the NFL, so these guys know how to run cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, cover 6, cover 9, whatever. They know how to run these coverages. So we have to implement different looks. You're going to send pressure, send nickel blitzes. I have not seen a nickel blitz this whole entire year. Send the corner blitz. Now you drop that nickel back to cover up that corner spot. Because as you sending him on a blitz, make that corner or make that nickel drop to his zone. But everything got to be timely. It's little nuances within the defense how we can be able to turn this thing around and get to playing the way we need to play, because we have the talent. Last year we had the same exact team. Now this year, minus Hargrave, TJ Edwards, CJ Gardner-Johnson, and Marcus Epps. We had the number 2 ranked defense last year. Now we're bottom of the totem pole. Ain't no way you cannot tell me it's the players. It's coaching, man. We have to do a better job at coaching, dog. We have to do a better job at coaching. But we're gonna turn this thing around. I definitely feel it. I definitely believe it.